We zijn vandaag bij Juniper Networks, het Nederlandse kantoor. En we hebben vandaag een themadag rondom 5G. Ik zie de rol van Juniper in relatie tot 5G echt als, los van dat we hardware en software leveren, meer als partij die iedereen bij elkaar brengt en verbindt. Hè. Dus aan de ene kant de mobile operators, de datacenters en de service providers. En dat kunnen we niet alleen, dus dat doen we samen met partners zoals Ericsson.
See a big change from last year. Last year it was all kind of still under development and deployment. People were still thinking. Today we see real deployments already, commercial deployments. We've seen today our partner Ericsson talking about 9 live networks using Ericsson technology and some of them using Juniper technology. So see it become a reality. The question is probably how different those 5G networks are from the 4G networks, because the first initial deployments are still, they don't make the full use of all the options that 5G will deliver. So I would say that's the reality today on 5G, but I think in the next 12 months we'll see a lot of changes and a lot of other companies taking advantage of the full feature set. Yeah, my colleagues have covered a lot of the technical challenges already. I would like to focus on those business challenges that service providers will face when they deploy 5G. The first question is, why do I have to invest in 5G and spend so many millions or billions to make this deployment? Where is the return of this investment? And I think here's the answer that needs to happen in every single country, every single operator. They have to figure out how to pay back all those investments that are supposed to be happening. The answer is on the use cases. How is people going to use 5G? And how are they willing to pay for the use of 5G? And then here there is an industry-wide or society-wide discussion on what are the use cases, what is the technical requirements for that, and what is the business model behind that. Who's going to pay for what? How can the telco who's deploying the network benefit from these new sources of revenue? And I think that's a big challenge that everyone has in front of us.
Juniper's been leading in multi-cloud technology with the Contrail platform. So if you think about an edge cloud, it is a multi-cloud. You have to deliver app at the edge. It has to connect back to the customer's private cloud, possibly the public cloud as well. So that's something we can do with our Contrail system. We've adapted that with Contrail Edge Cloud to enable us to automate the service chaining of applications at the edge. We bring in our security technology to do the opening of IPsec tunnels at the edge, so you can get access to that, and offer all the firewalls that you need between apps and different parts of the network at the edge, and also possibly to do edge security to stop attacks from rogue devices. Then on top of that, we are a routing and switching company, and the Edge Cloud is fundamentally made up of a router and some top-of-rack switches, which you can see behind me here, but also the x86 systems that go in. So in terms of creating a solution, we've been taking this to operators, we've been running trials. There are trials running in Vodafone Germany in their 5G mobility lab at Aldenhoven, where the testing has been running with Continental, the car OEM. There's the UK Satellite Applications Catapult 5G testbed, where we've done work on various projects, including connected ambulance for the NHS, which is still moving ahead, but that has opened doors to other projects such as the connected ambulance demonstration with EDOS CAT from Barcelona that we showed at Mobile World Congress this year. So we're able to show operators how they can do trials and start moving things forward to deployment.
We're collaborating with Juniper in the transport area. So everyone thinks about 5G in terms of the radio and the handset side, but just as important is that connection from the base station back towards the rest of the network where the services are actually provided. So those services and that transport part is very, very important to make an end-to-end solution work for the customer and for the operators. What we're partnering with Juniper about is making that capacity available in the transport, automating that, and making it as cost effective for operators as possible to deploy a new transport network along with the new radios and the 5G ecosystem.